All right, we're gonna try this again, guys. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe, like, comment button. Um, if you're not, thanks for showing up. We want to say it's been a very, very busy news day. We got the White House briefing going on. We've got Minnesota ICE involved shooting going on. We got the House Oversight Committee going on. Um, I was just going to try to redo the stream. We got so much stuff going on. They just kept hitting me on the playback speed because they're live. They don't want you to seriously, like they're crazy, man. These channels are crazy. Like they don't want you to do it. It's like they don't want you to do any of this stuff. Let's jump over here. Yeah, she's drilling them right now. It's not inappropriate. It's the United States of America. It's not inappropriate.
Or no?
Shut up.
Point of inquiry, is English
It's not
the official language
inappropriate.
in the United States?
It's the United States of America,
Mr.
she
Chairman,
said.
I'm being interrupted
That's
again
not a
by
valid
another.
parliamentary inquiry.
I would like to
Well, is
reclaim
that
my
a
time,
citizenship
Mr.
There's a mass
Chairman.
shooting there, or not
Mr.
mass,
Chairman,
but
I'd like
shooting.
to
It may be
reclaim my
mass.
time.
I don't
That
know.
seems to be a popular
He's
theme
asking-
today.
That's not a valid inquiry.
It's a
Stop
point of
the
inquiry.
clock.
Women
That's
have
not
a right to
valid
speak
Stop
in
the
this
clock.
committee. Conservative
She's
women have the right to
asking-
speak
she's
here and
asking the
not be
witness-
interrupted by my male
Short
colleagues.
Christie's already got
Mr.
that in his
Chairman,
briefing slot.
I would
You're
like to
recognized as
reclaim
Miss
my
Mays.
time. I think I lost like 10 seconds there.
Okay, we'll give you 10 seconds.
Okay, my
She
next
said, do they
question
need to be
is, should
required to speak
Somalians
English?
who committed fraud
She
be
said, yes, it is
denaturalized
America.
and deported, Mr. Bayou?
Again,
Yes
I'm not
or
sure
no?
that's an appropriate question because the majority of Somali
So if you
Minnesotans-
commit
It's not
fraud
an
in this
appropriate
country
question.
and you are here from Somalia, you don't believe they should be denaturalized
Yeah.
and deported. How
Again,
much
most-
fraud would it take for
It's
you to want to
ridiculous.
denaturalize and deport someone who committed fraud in this country? How much?
Again,
A
Ms. Mays,
billion, 9 billion, 19 billion? What would it take for you?
most Somali Minnesotans are citizens.
Right. And the ones that committed fraud, the question was, if you understand English, should be those who committed fraud, should they be denaturalized and deported? The Somalians who are here, the ones that can't speak English.
Yeah, so under U.S. law,
Okay, my
Yeah,
next
why are they
question
even
for
here?
you
Can I please
is-
finish?
They can't
no,
even
you
speak
can't,
English. All she asked was,
because you're not.
should they
answering the
have to
question.
learn
My
how to
next
speak
question
English?
Is, this is yes or no. If you marry your brother
yeah,
and you commit immigration fraud, should you be denaturalized and deported?
if you marry your
You
brother,
commit immigration fraud, yes or no?
again,
Oh,
that
well,
question seems
she
really
hates-
inappropriate. And
she's
if
going
I can
after
give you
You
Omar.
can't
that
answer my question, so that's probably more inappropriate. Can
Exactly.
you name one significant contribution to Minnesota from a Somali immigrant?
Yeah.
who can't
guys,
speak
you want to support the
English?
channel? It's down there.
Absolutely, yes. But
running
again,
across
this
the
is-
screen.
You didn't name one. All right. So my next questions are going to be for the Honorable Ms. Robbins. Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here today. I heard some discussion earlier about Al-Shabaab and the discovery that you believe some of this money that was defrauded the U.S. government
Horseshit.
went to Al-Shabaab. Is
Yeah,
that correct? Did I hear that
Al-Shabaab.
right?
Yes, it's been proven.
How much money are we talking about?
We don't
there's
have
no
an
telling.
amount. So there's been specific cases where it's been charged where we have an amount, but then of the millions that go to Somali over the years in remittances, a portion of that we understand is taken as
Come
sort
on.
of a tax or corruption by Al-Shabaab when it enters the country.
Can
But
you explain to us who Al-Shabaab is?
it's a terrorist organization in Somalia.
And they're affiliated with.
And that's
Al-Qaeda,
where
is
our
that
money's
right?
going,
My
guys.
understanding is they
You may
are.
not want to
I'm
believe
on
it,
the
but it's
DNI
true.
website where it tells me that since 2014,
true.
Al-Shabaab has killed more U.S. citizens than any other
That's crazy.
Al-Qaeda affiliate. And as of
That's crazy.
2025, Al-Shabaab, this group is Al-Qaeda.
Come on. They don't want her. They don't want nobody seeing her or listening to her.
affiliate.
See,
And as of
They do this shit.
2025, Al-Shabaab, this group is Al-Qaeda's wealthiest component. Can you believe that?
yeah.
Yes.
And that American tax dollars through Minnesota, through Governor Tim Walz, who shamefully had to resign from his reelection the other day. Thank you to the young YouTuber Nick Shirley.
Exactly. Nick
This
Shirley
is
ended
the
that
kind of
man's
thing that was
career
happening
quick.
in Minnesota. So I praise the Republicans who are here today from the Minnesota.
Ain't
State
that sad though?
Legislature.
One YouTuber, 23-year-old Nick Shirley, ends a politician's career when this shit could have been done years ago, and he could have never been. Can you imagine if that guy he was almost our vice president? Can you imagine?
exposing this fraud. And then,
That is
Ms. Robbins,
disgusting.
when do you think Tim Walz
To
became
even
aware
think
of the
that.
fraud?
He could
I
have been
think he's
sitting in
aware
that
of it
seat.
since the beginning. This was a huge issue in our state.
That's
in
the
the years
that's
he
the
ran for
sad part.
governor.
You people
And
ain't
the
picking up
OLA
on.
reports came out first identifying the childcare fraud in March and April of 2019 when he was in the
It's a
first month of his
shame.
term.
Was Keith Ellison in on it too?
God,
Knowledgeable,
it's
the
a
Catholic
shame.
turned Muslim guy in Minnesota?
Keith Ellison.
Yes, they were
Yeah.
all newly in office, and this was very public
Yeah.
knowledge in Minnesota.
What role do you think Tim Walz and Keith Ellison played, his administration, in delaying investigations into the fraud?
So I've outlined several things where they stopped our ability to strengthen internal controls, and they also shut down the criminal investigations by the OIG and DHS.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back. I do have
See?
2 articles, Mr. Chairman, that I would like to ask
Proceed,
unanimous
proceed.
It's
consent.
horse shit.
This one on foxnews.com, Minnesota fraud probe will expand to other states. And then
Look at that
on
car.
House.gov,
Look,
legislators
they
blast,
trashed it with that shooting
DHS for
going on.
revelations it had contracts
see if
with
we can
leading
find that,
future
man.
fraudsters.
Let's see if we can find that. Okay. Let's just jump over here for a second. Let's see if we can find any of that anywhere. What's up, Robert? How you doing, buddy? Let's just see if we can find this real quick. Maybe I can find somewhere that ain't gonna copyright me. Let's see if we can find this. If we can get down here and watch the Fox News live. Breaking updates. Let's see. I want the live streams. Where's the live streams, buddy? Where's the live streams? Let's jump back. Hang on just a second, guys. Stop sharing on the YouTube part. Let's jump over here to the Fox. Okay, new highlights. No, I don't want to install the app. I want to watch Fox News live. Let's see. Fox News live. I want to see where it's at right now. Nope, not that platform. Let's see. I can usually find it. Fubo TV. I got Fubo. I just need to put it on there, but I guess that's what I need to do. I need to figure out how to put my Fubo and all my stuff over here on my laptop. I guess that's what I need to do, right? I need to run my Fubo. Was on the vert. Oh, there's been a massive car wreck, shooting, Minnesota. The wreck looks awful. Let's see if we can get over here and share some of this real quick. Maybe I won't get hit. That's why I stopped my stream a minute ago, because they were going to copyright me, and they keep trying to.
They just backed up a few feet and then drove forward again. Somebody else said that the vehicle had been stuck in the.
Listen at
snow
them
a little
cussing.
bit. So
They're cussing the ice
They weren't
agents.
driving at a person with any
You hear that?
intention of hitting them. They're driving between.
Right, and Corin, we just heard the interview you had with the
See that
person,
wreck
Aiden,
right there?
who was
Yeah.
there on the scene. The other people had echoed what he had to say, by and large, independently of that person.
Yeah.
Sorry if you guys are talking.
Yeah,
to me.
we can hear you.
No,
Yep,
I can't hear.
we just listened to the witness account of what he says he heard. Obviously, starting with the noise of the horns and the whistles, and if you're wondering what does he mean by that, kind of alluding to the fact because there has been this ICE presence, some of the observers and neighbors have essentially tried to make an alert that ICE is in town.
Yeah,
in the
they're trying
neighborhood,
to
and that was
warn
kind of
people.
the trigger to tell people
Because they
agents are
sent
in the
2,000 more
Right, and
ice
Corin, we
agents.
heard his account, and I'm just wondering.
Deport them all.
Is his
Deport the
account,
people telling on them. At least
similar to the
arrest
other
them.
folks you heard from,
They should at least be able to arrest those
who are
people
not
for
maybe a part of
snitching.
hearing what he had to say, were they independent, by and large, were they pretty much the
Snitches
same
get
statements
stitches,
you heard?
motherfuckers.
Yeah, so I'd say some of the people I talked to that didn't want to talk on camera told me
I believe.
almost the same.
That's my belief. That's the way I
Aiden
was
did
raised.
there, although
I went to
each
prison
person
for 4 years, man. I never
story
snitched.
picks up at a
You know
different
what I mean?
place. So
They
Aiden
never gave me an
did not
opportunity because
see
they
that
knew I wasn't going
person
to.
acting as an observer and being told to leave. Somebody else who lived down the street a little bit further saw that part of the story. She didn't see the shooting happen.
Of course not.
But essentially, as you piece it together, as you walk down Portland Avenue here, that's kind of everybody's story sticks to that kind of.
Yeah, we didn't see nothing.
straight
That's good. They don't need to.
chronological narrative of ICE coming down the
But
streets.
they want to
ICE
warn
being
everybody.
pursued
ICE
by
is
folks
here.
who are blaring horns and blowing whistles, and
See,
then suddenly
they
stopping
know
here,
they
which
got
was
illegals if they're
unusual
doing that
to
much
all of
shit.
them who have heard these horns and the whistles before.
And this is what you call a gossip
Portland
neighborhood.
Avenue,
A neighborhood, that,
apparently,
subdivision, neighborhood,
used
whatever you want to call it.
frequently by
I call it
ICE
a
vehicles,
neighborhood.
and therefore that is kind of a
Fucking
common
nothing but
occurrence
gossip.
for the folks in this
These
neighborhood is to hear
liberals
the horns
live in these
and the
places.
whistles.
They
But this
protect
time it
these
stopped, and that
Somalis.
was
They
the first and
protect
only
these
time that that's
illegals.
happened. And
I
so
believe they should
their
actually
attention
be
was drawn out to
fucking
the streets as this was going down. And
something
so each
should,
of them
ticketed or
saw
something, in my
the
opinion. 'Cause
caravan of ICE
it ain't
folks
like
coming
they're
out
telling
here,
on
and then
a
each of them saw a
regular
different
person, or they're keeping it, from a regular person. They're
portion
telling.
of
I
kind
mean,
of the
they're trying to
interaction
warn
between ICE
illegal, bad
and
criminals.
the woman. So
Criminals that are
first person
illegally
sees
in this
the
country.
woman being told to get in her car and leave.
They don't need to be in this
Next
country. Yeah.
few folks,
Well, there
I
is
think I've
some
talked to
women that have
5
been
people from
following
3
the
different houses.
ICE
The
around.
next few folks saw the woman driving and being pursued, as Aiden said, by one person on either side of the vehicle, and then a third person coming up there. And then the last, they and the last person at the last house there observed the shooting, and then also observed the physician who was not allowed to come in here
Hey,
and
Corin.
render care to the victim.
Corin, I do want to interrupt you. We just got a statement from ICE, and I'm just going to read it to you live. It
See what
says,
it says.
today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers.
See?
And
Riders.
one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them.
She belongs
an
in
act
jail.
of domestic terrorism.
Yep.
An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots.
Good.
They go on to say he used his training and saved his own life
Exactly.
and that of his fellow officers.
What's
the
it gonna
alleged
take?
perpetrator was hit and is deceased.
Damn.
Thankfully, the ICE officers who were hurt are
Damn.
expected to make a full recovery. This is the direct consequence
Hey,
of constant
fuck
attacks
around,
and
find
demonizing
out.
of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel
Fuck
and
around
encourage
and
rampant
find out.
assaults
These people are getting sick of this shit,
on
guys.
our law enforcement.
You think
who are
people are just
facing
gonna stand by and let you run over
1,300% increase in assaults against them, 8,000 increase in death threats.
See?
They go on to say this is
8,000
an evolving
increased death threats.
situation. We will give the public more information as soon as it becomes
That is
available. So
insane.
again, that statement
So
coming
they
just
did
in
shoot her.
from ICE confirming ICE-related shootings.
All
saying
for what? To protect some
that
illegal that's
victim
stealing your
is
fucking money,
dead.
you moron?
Yeah, you heard
How stupid
Aiden's
are these
account,
people, man?
and every
How fucking stupid? How stupid are these people? We're going to protect illegals. We're going to run you over in our fucking car, and we're going to let you kill. I mean, they just killed her. Why? Because she was a threat to his life. I don't blame the ICE agent. What I'm saying is these people, these liberal white women or whatever their nationality is, most of them are white liberals. Dude, they don't think there's consequences to fucking around. When are they going to take the hint that you cannot fuck with these people? And you're trying to protect somebody that's stealing from your own community and sending it back to Somalia? And now you want to protect somebody and you're going to die for somebody you don't even fucking know and someone that is stealing your taxpayer money? This is how stupid these people are. What's up, Brown Chicken? Robert, how you doing? It's a damn sight, man. When I got demonetized on Christmas, I can barely get 5 people in my chats. They pushed my channel all the way back to under the algorithms, man. They do not recommend it. They're not pushing it. I had 200, 400, 500 people at least in the verticals too. I can't even get fucking 5 people. It's a sight. What's up, David? It's all bullshit, man. Yes, they just shot and unalived. They just killed a woman that in Minnesota, the ICE agents. It's breaking news. I just showed it. Or that was the report. The damn car damage. Yeah, she took off to run over. They were protesting and trying to block the police. And she was in her car and tried to run over the ICE agent. He shot her, and I guess he killed her. Yeah, violent riders attacked ICE with car, attempting to run over law enforcement. He was forced to shoot her. She is dead, deceased. Hey, fuck around and find out, man. You know what I mean? This is the administration of fucking around and finding out. and I agree with them. And now you're going to defend, you're trying to defend an illegal that's stealing your taxpayer money, someone you don't know. And now you're going to die for somebody that you don't even fucking know. How stupid are you? I mean, that don't make no fucking sense. What's up, David? 85% of Somalians. Let's see. Oh, yes. I want to show y'all's comments since I ain't got a lot of crazy comments in here today. 85% of Somalians are on welfare after, being in the country for, are you watching the hearing? Like I've been showing it. I just ended the live stream. They tried to copyright me. I was showing the whole hearing, but they wanted to fuck around. So if she had children, she valued a stranger. Yeah, exactly. She valued a fucking illegal over that. Like life's a game. They think, one go around. One go around. First go around. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I've got to figure out how to get my Fubo over here on my laptop so I can stream these live streams. That's what I got to do. I got to figure out how to run this Fubo. I've got Fubo. I guess I need to transfer the app to my new computer, or my new laptop. And that way I can stream them without getting copyrighted. Google, Barron, Somalians. Okay. Google these nuts. Is that the name of the town or something? Shit. What am I doing here? The caps locks are on. BA. Somalian. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what it says. Including results for Marion, Wisconsin. Okay, Somalians. It's not showing anything live though. Facebook page. Yeah, that's disgusting. It ain't showing nothing. It ain't telling anything right now. Just showing pictures of these fucking sickos. Yeah, you're going to put your life for somebody else that you don't even fucking know. When I was younger, smoked a Pall Mall non-filter, got sick and threw up. When I was younger, the go-to placed thousands of Somalians in a town of 1,500. The government placed thousands of Somalians. I'll figure it out in a minute, man. I'm a little slow. 1,500 thousands of Somalians. Yep. Barren Somalian. Really? Somalians hang out in the tiny park and look for young white. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. They're sickos, dude. They are sickos. Yeah, the violent riders. How are you going to do these people? I tell you, they're completely brainwashed. These Democrats has got these people out here, especially the white liberals, men, women, doesn't matter. If they're white, woke liberal, officer feared for his life during attack. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I'll show a picture of it, but we'll run a picture of it. I know we got the hearings going on too. So, like I said, damn, I hate them loud ass cars when they drive by. Let's see what we're going on here. Come on, pop up. Here we go.
From witness Aiden, who Corrin spoke with, that it was the vehicle you see just beyond the
Yeah, you
police
see the
vehicle
wrecked
there and
van
white
in the
car,
vehicle there.
a kind of maroon
You
color.
see that? Yeah, the maroon van.
That's believed
the
to be
car,
the
white
vehicle
car.
that this
Yeah.
person, this
These
constitutional
people are
observer, was
crazy, man.
in.
They are.
And
They're
as ICE,
mentally.
in their account, we
they're
have the statement
unstable.
from ICE. We'll put that up for
They
you to
are
show you exactly what
unstable,
they
guys.
said again.
Anyone
So
that's
this
going to
just coming
stand in
and
front
this is our
of
first
these
official
people.
confirmation that this is indeed deadly. So this statement coming to us from ICE saying today ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of those violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them, an act of domestic terrorism. An ICE
Yeah,
officer,
that's
fearing
exactly
for
what
his
it
life
is.
and the lives of his fellow law enforcement and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his
Good.
fellow officers.
I'm
Statement
glad.
goes on to say the alleged
I'm
perpetrator
glad.
was hit and is deceased. Thankfully, the ICE officers who were hurt are expected to
I
make
ain't
a full
glad someone
recovery.
lost their life,
This is
but
the
I'm glad
direct
he
consequence
defended
of
his.
constant attacks and demonization of our officers by
Just put it
sanctuary
that way.
politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assaults on our law enforcement, who are facing 1,300% increase in assaults against them and an 8,000% increase in death threats.
That's
This
crazy.
is an evolving situation.
And
We will
they
give
say, oh,
the
they
public
don't
more
have the right
information
to
as soon
defend
as it becomes
themselves.
available.
Bullshit.
Again, that is the statement coming to us from
Maybe
ICE.
some of these
And we know, Corrin,
protesters
you're
will
chatting
learn,
with us
man.
right now in a
Maybe
fixed
some of these protesters will learn.
location.
Because this shit is getting
Are they
stupid.
allowing media to move around the area? Or are you being restricted in any way from
This is just,
getting to where you need to be to
I can tell you, man, these people don't have a lick of sense, in my opinion. They just don't. The news media, they're not restricted in any way except they can't go inside the yellow line tape or whatever. I mean, yeah, they demonetized me, man. On Christmas Day, they sent me an email and demonetized, said I got 3 months. I appealed it, but they denied it. And they said, I get 3 months and I can reappeal it. I have to fix what they demonetized me for, because they said my shorts, I wasn't doing enough. Basically, I wasn't doing enough editing, and it was they tried to argue with me and say it was the same. And I said, no, they're not. They're actually different guests on The View, and they're different topics. They didn't want to acknowledge that. So they demonetized me. That's what it was over. So now I had to delete all those. I still got $1,400. They still ain't paid me. I still got it in my account. It says in my studios that I made, and they still haven't paid me my money. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? So I get 3 months. In 3 months, I've got, I had to delete those and I have to re-edit them or do something. So now I'm having to, which is fine. I don't care to put myself in the video, do a video and put myself there and re-edit it. That's okay with me. I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me. It's just bullshit because they threw all my shit to the bottom of the algorithm, my channel. They don't even recommend my channel. I've got 3 people in here. I got 3 of you guys, which I'm thankful for. But usually I got 400 or 500 in the vertical or 200, whatever. You know what I mean? I've got people coming to this channel. And now that I got my new laptop, this gaming laptop, brand new, beautiful. It's a Rogue Strix, badass computer. It costs $3,000 with taxes and everything. I can do all kinds of shit on it. I'm not playing games. It's a gaming computer, but I'm not playing video games on it. So I just wanted it for, stuff like this and a few other things I'm going to get into. And also, if you read the 2026 guidelines on YouTube's terms and services, they are no longer recommending or pushing AI videos either. So even though AI is starting to, take off and do a lot, they're saying now they're not even going to recommend AI videos. So it wouldn't even be advised to really do a ton of AI shit, especially videos. Like now, if you want to do like AI, like images, like thumbnails and stuff, that would be okay. Pictures and things to put in your videos, I would say that would be okay. But to do a complete AI video like some people do, yeah, they're not recommending that anymore. So yeah, they demonetized me, man. It's bullshit. But it is what it is. It's life. What can you expect? I mean, what can I expect? My 4th channel, Facebook shut me down 3 days after that. They stopped letting me have access to my Facebook. I finally got back in it yesterday. They finally let me have it back yesterday. So now I've had for I don't know how long. Of course, they're not recommending it either, and I've got 20 something thousand followers there. But I can't get over the 21. I got 21,600 something followers on Facebook. I'm almost at 25 I'm at 25 or 26 on Instagram. Instagram's a little lighter on that. Facebook hits me worse. So, and like I said, though, I've got a brand new Rumble account. If you're on Rumble, go look it up. I need at least 5 followers on my new account to be able to stream on Rumble. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stream to both of these platforms. But I can't stream on Rumble until I get enough followers. So if you're on Rumble, it's under the same name, Brandon_Ray 80. So make sure you go subscribe over there, guys, or, follow. The Dems are happy about that woman getting, unalive. Now they have something to run on. Yeah, exactly. And then, homeboy, Waltz is like, I'm not going. Did you hear about him? Make your YouTube great again. I'm trying, man. It sucks, it really does. Because like I said, they're trying to do everything they can in their power to stop me from speaking. Seems like, I mean, truthfully, like it really does. It seems like, and I don't really believe that. I don't know. They could be targeting me. I don't think so. I don't think it's personally, but I think in a way it might be. I mean, truthfully, like, why the hell? And then we got Cornhole here. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Oh, Timmy Waltz here. Let's go over here and let's see if we can share a screen. This guy has completely been triggered over a 23-year-old kid that has ended his fucking career, dude. Nick Shirley ended Tim Waltz's career. And let me tell you something. Here's something funny about it. I want to show you something in a minute. I mean, every time Tim Waltz or Kamala Harris makes a comment on X or anything, Nick Shirley's right there in their comment section. I mean, it's beautiful to sit and watch that kid work. I mean, he comments and it's like he ain't trying to dog them, but he's saying the facts. You know what I mean? And he's telling them, hey, this and that. And it's so funny because it's like, dude, you can't even leave a comment, Tim. Tampon Tim can't even leave a comment without him. But like I said, it's funny. I'm going to try to play this speed here. I want you guys to listen to what he says here. He's a true fucking retard in my book.
Minnesota continues as Tim Walz refuses to resign.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. And you can make all your requests for me to resign over my dead body.
My dead body.
I will fight this thing till the very end to make this state better.
I will ride
the question that I think they need to decide is when did the guy in the White House resign?
Our next guest sat
He
down
is a
with Nick
retard,
Shirley,
dude.
whose investigation into fraudulent.
Not only that, here's the thing. I was hoping it would show where he said, let's see if I can find it.
He's getting all the props and the kudos and the credit that he deserves and more. But with that, of course, comes pushback and negativity and vitriol and hatred.
Yeah.
And now he's on the receiving end of it. He has to have security with him.
Yeah, he has to have security now. They are threatening his little sister. She's getting phone calls. His mom, his dad, everybody
hates the truth. It's a real sickness.
They do.
Well, Riley, I know you asked him about that. This is what he had to say about not feeling safe in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Were there times when you were on the ground filming that you felt unsafe or like your safety was being threatened?
Yeah, there's a few times, especially when I went back the second time. I got pushed out of entire stores looking for businesses. People were coming out. One guy stopped in the middle of an intersection and just got out of his car at a red light and came charging at me.
That's
So, I mean,
crazy.
It's not like the most peaceful group of
No,
people
not
I've
me,
saw.
because I would, first thing he needs to do, he's 23 years. He's old enough to carry, is what I'm saying. He's old enough to carry.
It turns out Americans like what they deem to be successful.
He's old enough to carry, and that's what he should do. He should be carrying. Let me see if I can find this one where he
Trump's
was
onto
saying.
something. The more we discover, the worse it looks. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt joined.
We've been working with whistleblowers, and these whistleblowers are
See if I can
Minnesota
find
state
his
employees.
speech.
Almost.
I know he says.
You want to now I do want to now bring you some of the news coming out of Minnesota. A big statement coming out today, followed by a new. I do want
Let's
to
see
now
which one this
bring you
one
some of the news
is.
coming
It
out
may
of
be.
Minnesota.
Trump and his allies in Washington and in St. Paul and online want to make our state a colder, meaner place. They want to poison our people against each other by attacking our neighbors. And ultimately, they want to take away much of what makes Minnesota the best place
Yeah,
in
the
country to
fraud
raise a
that you're
family.
committing, asshole.
They've already begun trying to withhold funds that were meant to
Yeah,
help families
because
afford
you're
childcare.
letting your
And they
Somali
have no
buddies.
intention of stopping there. Make no mistake, we should be concerned about fraud in our state government. We cannot effectively deliver programs and services if we can't earn the public's
He's an
trust.
idiot.
That's why over the past few years, we've made systemic changes in the
No,
way
you
we do
ain't.
business. We've gone to the legislature
No,
time and
you
time
ain't.
again.
Let me see if I can find the one where he's speaking. Let's see if I can.
I added. Here's the thing that I'm.
Let's
here's
see
the
which
thing
one
that
this
I'm
one
going
is.
to ask all of you is, Republicans want to tear this state down. Republicans want to tell you it's too dangerous to walk down the streets. Republicans want to tell you there's nothing good comes out of Minneapolis, St. Paul. Republicans want to
Look
tell
at
you
his
everybody
face.
with brown skin is stealing
He,
money.
he just
or
knows
that they're
his, he
not
knows his
welcome here.
career is over.
They want to do nothing
He knows his
to
career is
improve
over.
this state. Their idea of improving this state is being a parrot for Donald Trump, agreeing to everything that he agreed with.
No, we
Here's
just
what I'm
want to
gonna tell
stop you thieves.
It ain't happening. I'm not going anywhere.
Listen.
And you can make all your requests for me to resign over my dead body. Will that happen? The good news is on this is that I got no election to look forward to.
Yeah.
I've been in front of you. I'll call on who I want to call.
You're going to look forward to prison, hopefully, buddy. That's what you're going to look forward to. And I don't know if he says it in this. I hope he does. What he says about Trump. I'm going to write. What? Listen.
And I'll watch what the press gets written. And we'll make sure that in this state, there's full accountability for everybody.
Bullshit.
Because buck stops with me.
The buck starts with me, he says. But you've been allowing this to go for 10 years, and you said that you've tried to stop it, and you've allowed this. That's why they're having hearings today, buddy.
I'm accountable for this. And because of that
I'm
accountability,
accountable.
I'm not running for office again. But I have.
So he thinks because he's not running for office, he says, I'm accountable. The buck stops with me. I'm accountable for this. He thinks not running for the re-election, that's it. He thinks, okay, well, whatever. Now I'm free, you know. That's my, my consequences is not running again because he knows his political career is over with. A 23-year-old boy ended his fucking career by walking around asking questions with a camera.
Have a year to continue to improve on a record that I think will stand up against
Improve
anybody's.
on what?
A record that
A
has
fraud
made Minnesota
record?
better, a record that makes people want to come here, and a record that has respected not only the dignity
Somalians.
of people,
It's the only
but
ones
the
wants to
idea of
come there
rule of law
illegals.
and camaraderie. So the one thing that I hate is anytime I get drug into being next to Donald Trump, God help me, I don't want to be judged against that guy. Judge me against.
Oh, we don't think you're nowhere in his class, buddy. You're in the fucking bottom feeder class.
Here's the thing.
You're
that
in the
I'm going-
Looney Tune
My
class.
silence.
Here's the thing.
Trust
that I'm
me,
going to.
you're not in the same fucking
Well,
class he's
Big
in.
breaking political.
Pal.
Big breaking political news out of Minnesota.
There
Governor
was
Tim
a
Walz,
there
who, of
was
course,
where he said, "I'm
was
going
the
to ride
Democratic
Trump."
nominee for
He said, "I'm
vice
going to ride
president.
Trump for a
Big
whole year."
breaking political.
It was so funny.
Lady.
Anyways, it's funny as shit. I think it's funny. Anyways, that's me. I like to laugh and make fun of this dipshit because he's a retard in my book. So, he says the buck stops for me. I'm accountable for this. I'm not going to run anymore. So you think they should just say, okay, that's the consequences of all this shit. That's your consequence. That's what's going to, satisfy the other Minnesotan people in the United States and the rest of Americans that you've stole tax, because they are even saying in this meeting, in this hearing, that these people are these politician leaders of Minnesota, they're questioning them right now. And they're saying he knew every bit of this. He knew about all of it. And that's the sad part. He knew all this shit was going on. Yeah, there's a black guy running for Minnesota governor on the Republican side. ICE, yeah, fatally shoot suspect in self-defense. Let's see what the other ones are saying. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of breaking news. I don't even care for that retard there. Let's see where it's at. That's crazy. So, anyways, it's saying the update after ICE involved shooting in Minnesota. Somebody's reporting on it right now. I was trying to find the one that was up. He was updating it. Yeah, they have one source of video right now.
4th and Portland in Minneapolis. That lower, the smaller box in the upper corner is the car, presumably the car involved here. I'm pretty confident in saying that is the vehicle that the woman, the victim, was driving. A lot of focus on that. And then the bigger picture here is kind of what it looks like in the neighborhood a little bit just down the street here. And again, Corin,
look at all those protesters and nosy neighbors. Nosy motherfuckers,
and I would say just even to the naked eye, it looks like the crowd has gone down.
Dispersed a fair amount.
Yes.
From the time we've been on
well,
the air.
Now that they know they mean
you
business.
can tell that the things have, there's just not much else going on right now. And
Stop
wasn't
fucking
sure
around.
some of the ICE
That's what I
vehicles were
say.
still there. We did observe what appeared to be a
Stop fucking around, people, and you won't get hurt. Let me see if I can find that one where what's his name's talking. Trump. That's all. Yeah, that's all they know how to do. ICE, they already playing the JD Vance 2 run. Yeah, think so. The remarks that Rubio said, really. Rubio, in my opinion, would make a good president. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how tough he really is. I know he doesn't really. I know sometimes it seems like he's got a good talking point, like he doesn't care, like, fuck you, fuck around, find out kind of shit. I get that, but how well is he willing to negotiate and give in to backdoor deals? That's something I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, these people are, man. They're unhinged. They are completely unhinged. I'm telling you right now, if fucking these people are standing in the middle of the street trying to block them, I mean, it's on that person, in my opinion. Why would you charge in your car? Why would you try to run over an officer? I don't care if he's with ICE or the police or firefight, whatever, or anyone for that matter. Why would you try to run? These people are delusional. They think that they're really making a change. Guess what? They're still going to arrest these people and deport them. They're still going to find the illegals. No matter if you stand in front of them, no matter if you block them with your car, no matter what you say, they're going to eventually, you're going to move and they're going to get through and they're going to find them. So they're not really talking much. They're just, regular talking about it. I think it's crazy because they don't understand that a lot of these people don't give a shit. They don't care, like.
To us, especially in a face-to-face meeting in St. Paul. That is exactly
unbelievable, Mr. Chairman. My time has expired, but this
dude
moves into
here,
the criminal spectrum, sir. I yield.
He's a Republican from.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes Mr. Walkinshaw from Virginia.
Walkinshaw from Virginia. Yeah.
I'm happy to defer.
Is this a Democrat? Walkinshaw. Come on.
Doing what the Democrat staff says. Walkinshaw's next.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let me
Tell
just
us how
start
much
with
the white people
something
stole your
simple I think
land,
we're
even
all
though
agreed
I'm
upon today. Fraud is real.
almost
Fraud
half
is
Indian,
wrong, and
Native
fraud should be
American.
prosecuted, period. And those who
I don't
stole
agree with a lot of
taxpayer
those
dollars
people.
in Minnesota
They say a lot of
or anywhere
crazy
else will
shit,
face the full force of the law.
especially the
What we're seeing
Democrats.
today, and the premise of this hearing, is selective outrage about fraud. Because if my Republican colleagues actually cared about stopping fraud,
He don't look
they would not be
Native
defending
American,
the one
Indian.
president in modern history who is systematically tearing down the institutions designed to
Trump,
prevent it.
Trump.
The one president in history
TDS, man,
who has
runs
pardoned
fucking hard in their
fraudster
veins.
after fraudster after fraudster. But Donald Trump didn't just
See?
pardon those
Donald
convicted
Trump.
of fraud. He's gone after the people whose job it is to find fraud. He fired the independent inspector general at the State Department. He fired the independent
was
inspector
crooked.
general of the intelligence community.
Because he was crooked.
He removed the acting inspector general of
'Cause he was
Health and Human
crooked.
Services in the middle of a pandemic, as
Because he
massive
didn't do the
emergency
job.
funds were going out the door.
Buddy, if you owned a business and
pushed out
somebody
the
wasn't
Defense
doing it up
Department
to your
IG.
par, guess what? You're
And
going to
why
fire them,
has
you
Trump gone
moron.
after these
These
independent
people are
inspectors general?
truly
Simple.
just
In
out
each
of whack.
case, they were
They're out of,
investigating his or his administration.
and that's what I don't understand. Why
misconduct
do
and
they keep
fraud.
pushing it back to normal?
Donald Trump's approach to fraud.
They're
is to
trying to
fire
hit
the
copyright me. Is what
referees
they're trying to do.
and then say that the game is
That's what they're
clean
trying to
because
do. That's what they keep doing. That's why they keep doing that. They keep trying to hit me. They keep taking the speed from 125, faster to normal. Back, they're doing it on purpose. What about the mail? These people. What about who? The mail? Oh, the mall. What mall? The Mall of America, where they took over and they got into it with the police, the Somalians. And they all started running when the police started getting more police there. They're like, oh, we're running. But then they run around and holler, you're one Somalian. We come all with force. We're coming. All of us are coming with force. Dude, you ran at like 200 of you ran from like 8 police officers in the mall. You think, dude, that's what you better stay in Minnesota and New York. Because something in the South we have is rednecks, beer, and shotguns. And we don't put up with that shit down here. Yeah, they had to tape it off. I mean, I think it's funny that these people actually think, and then, we're going to bring Sharia law, it's going to be in all this. America's going to be completely, fully Muslim. That's their goal. That's what he said. I'm going to see if I can find the short of the guy, the Somalian saying it. And let's see if I can do this real quick. Somalian. Let's see if I can find anything over here on. Oh yeah, this is it. This is the one that says, "You work for me. You work for me, asshole. You go work for me." Yeah, I doubt that, buddy. I think he just likes to do the rage bait. Truthfully, I can't wait I'm hoping they're going to do something with the Omar lady. She's disgusting, man. Ilhan Omar, the one that married her brother or whatever, and then just to get him in the country, then divorced him. And then Nick Shirley or Slow Jack. I wish I could pull up Instagram. Let's see here. Let me see something real quick, guys. I'm going to try to pull up something. A guy I know from Australia. He lives in Nashville, and he's a musician. And he's funny as shit, man. And he did a reel on the Somalians. Let's see if I can find him. It's funny as hell. You may know who I'm talking about. I don't know. Let's see for a minute. No, that's not it. Damn it. Where's it at? Yeah, he's a musician. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I hope y'all's day's going good. Yeah, Australian musician. Let's see. No, that's not it. That's a completely different fucking topic I did not want. Let's see. Let's get back out of here. Trying to find. Let me see if I can find his name here. I know he's on my other account. I've got so many different Instagram accounts. I have to. It's a damn site that I have to have. Here it is. Let's see. Huh. Yeah. He's funny. I like this guy. He made a reel about the Somalian people community. Yeah, right here. Let me go back over here. I hope you guys are with me. Let's see. There's a lot of fraud. Oh yeah, like 50 billion, man. I've got a video on it too. Let's see. Instagram. Let's share the Instagram. Let's see. Did it pop up? Nope, not yet. There we go. This guy's channel on Instagram. If you don't follow him, this dude's from Australia. He's got a green card. He come over here to make a career as a musician. He sings. Listen, let's see if this is it.
And how we're pirates, scammers. At least we wash our ass after.
At least we wash our
what's
ass.
going on? Is this your country? Is this that place you're talking about where everyone wipes their ass? Yeah, it looks like fucking shit. Oh, you wash your ass, mate? How about you wash the fucking ground? You come to the Western world and you're complaining about us. Somalia is known for its lack of hygiene. Your country doesn't even have fucking toilets. That's why your country has a cholera problem, a disease that comes from poo. You're saying we don't clean our ass. You guys poo in drinking water and then you drink it. Anyways,
and that's been fact checked.
You are talking about Somali people and how we're pirates.
This dude, I love it, man. This dude's great. Let me tell you.
Let's have a look at some American states that I might move to. Florida looks nice. Texas looks good too. All right, let's check out Minnesota. Ah, damn. This place looks fucking beautiful. Apparently, this is their capital city. What's it called? Mogadishu. It's an interesting name. What's that, Greek? Apparently, this is the state flag here. I like what they've done with it. Simplistic. Looks good. I wonder if they have a robust daycare system. Let's have a look at some Americans.
I'm telling you, this guy is fucking hilarious, man. I love it. Within like 90 days, he gained like 400,000 followers. Look at that.
What the fuck is that? Has anybody ever been to India and tried this shit? It looks fucking disgusting. Look at this one. Big cauldron of bubbling scum. Can only imagine the flavors going on there, mate. Look at them all lined up too. This is how plagues happen. Look at this one. Looks like straight up piss and shit mixed together. Save me a bowl, thanks. Everyone knows the best food always looks like fucking diarrhea. Look at this one. We've got some tortillas filled with fucking clotted cum. Looks like the chef's pouring out his famous fucking slop shit. Apparently India just doesn't give a fuck about parasites, bacteria, cleanliness, anything like that. Look at this one. Looks like they got the platter here. Got the tapas mix. As you can see with this one, it's got fucking maggots and flies all over it. Look at old mate there. Even he's disgusted by it. Look at this one here. Nice big pot of Shrek semen. Putting his hand straight in it. Probably just scratched his fucking ass. Oh, well, add some fucking flavour. This one's probably AI, but at the same time, you never know. If there's any Indians watching this, do you guys just, like, hate yourselves or some shit?
Look at that. He's like, 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 look at Oh, I can't stop fucking laughing. He's hilarious, but it's true. It's sickening. It's disgusting. I mean, it's disgusting.
Here at Future
guys.
Leaders Early Learning Center, this building received over $3 million. Hello, how are you? I would like to see if I could bring little Joey, my son, little Joey here. Is there paperwork? Can I check out the daycare?
I got a
No.
son named Little Joey. He ain't
Were
even got a kid.
designed
He ain't
for
got a wife. It's so
beneficial
funny.
legislative intent. Of course. The way that it happened was by
I love
when
it,
people.
man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's funny, ain't it? I hope y'all got a laugh out of that. That's what I wanted, somebody to have a laugh. Let's get back out of Instagram over here. I'm gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to run my Fubo because I got Fubo too. I got like 10 different platforms on my TV network or whatever. I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to ask the old lady for the codes or the shit so I can run the Fubo out onto my computer so I can stream because I think that's how those big channels do it. And they don't get copyrighted. I think they stream from the apps they put them on, because they don't just run them off of, YouTube because they would get copyrighted too. And maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they're just big enough fucking, channels that they don't even bother them because they're bringing in enough money. I think I'm going to have to research that and figure out how to bring that over here to the laptop and that way I can stream it. And when I do that, I won't ever get copyrighted. And I can bring you, because a lot of people they'll show full fucking live streams and never once get copyrighted or anything. So maybe I can do that, I know those links probably ain't blue, my Cash App links and all that stuff for you guys. I know it ain't. It's probably not since they demonetized me. But like I said, if you want to support the channel, make sure you look across the screen there. That's the places you can support me if that's what you got, if you want to. They stopped the memberships. They put that on hold, all that stuff. So all I can do now is make the videos private. I can't put them on members. If I wanted to send them to a member, do a members video. And getting this new laptop and stuff, man, I really, I'm like trying to learn this other thing over here so I can figure this, because I've been trying to learn this laptop. It's got so many fucking keys and buttons and shit. That way I can stream a lot more. I'm investing in a green screen. I'm going to do a green screen. I'm buying a green screen thing to go behind me this next week. So what I'm going to do is that way I could do a virtual reality background, virtual background. So I can do some pretty cool backgrounds and do it, and it'll be legit. And that way I can stream at nighttime without hopefully being disturbed. I think that's one of my issues right now where I got kicked out of the algorithms, because I was having 200 or 300 or more people in here, especially in the verticals. And now it's like just you guys. So, which is fine. You got to start over. You always have to start over somewhere. But it just sucks. But if I'm thinking like if I start streaming like at around 7 at night, what do you guys think? If I stream around 7 at night, you think you think I'll be able to reach some people? You got 28K already on the new channel. Really? No, I don't. Do I? I only had like 24 or 25 this morning. Yeah, I only got like 23,691 or something. Are you talking about subscribers? Yeah, it's only showing 23,691 subscribers, total subscribers. I had over 10 million views, and now it's dropped back down to 6.6 million in the average of the last 28 days. Watch time is 55.2 thousand. It was up there over 100,000. Oh shit. I'll be right back. Hello, how are You're welcome. Well, if it ain't the wife, it's the kids. It's the wife's getting Amazon packages, and I got something new coming. I think you guys will like. I got something cool coming. Video shows chaos after ICE involves shooting. Oh man, whoo-wee. Damn, these people are trying to fight them too, huh? These people are nuts, man. These people are nuts. I tell you, man, these people ain't got no sense whatsoever. They just have no real direction, man. They don't. Not at all. There's going to be a briefing. Fox News is showing it right now, but I can't find it on the YouTube platform. They're not showing the hearing, and then let's see. They're showing somebody else's live podcast. That's 22 minutes ago. What the hell? Where's it at? Fox News? Oh, they're showing they're just showing they're going to do a debriefing, I guess. That sucks. Yeah, man, they like attacked ICE agents and everything. They jumped out of their cars. But anyways, I got something cool coming, man. I got something cool coming. I wished I had 28,000. But I don't. I've only got 23. I don't know where you're seeing 28, Brown Chicken, but that would be nice. Yeah, their tag video shows chaos after ICE involved shooting. Yeah, these motherfuckers are trying to. So I'm surprised the other ones didn't get shot because they're attacking these ICE agents, these protesters. These people are completely unhinged. You have to watch every move you make. I thought it was like involved shooting, like somebody was shooting at ICE is what I thought when it first started breaking. I thought it was that somebody was shooting at ICE. You know, I didn't know that it was actually ICE shooting somebody because they were trying to run them over. Man, where can I get that video? That's crazy. That's where it's at. Let's see if I can find it. Minneapolis. Let's see. They're not showing it there. Nope. Oh, they're showing that, but they didn't show the other one. Huh. I found a video, but it ain't showing what they were doing. No, they're just talking to people there. Where is the video of them fighting them? That's what I want to see. Nope, it's not showing it. APAC, yeah, they're retards. They hit you every time they do anything. They copyright you. Anyways, yeah, now they're all standing there like at ease, and they're getting ready for this briefing, I guess. Let's see if it shows it on this video. Anyways, I got something coming I ordered. I think, David, you will like, if you're still in here, David, I think you will like it. I think you will like it. That's just a few minutes long. Okay, let's see. These ICE agents, let's see. No, let's just get ready for the debriefing. There's a ton of videos. They're just not showing what I want it to show. It was showing the chaos a second ago. Yeah, like the real chaos. What these protesters was trying to do. And then the ICE agents had to fight them back, you know. I tell you, man, can you get any more just these people? Do you think this is over with? I mean, we got 3 more years of Trump really, like, you know, fixing this country, man. And these people are completely out of whack. They talk some crazy shit if you ever listen to them. These protesters, they're completely just out there. But of course, you know, the news wants to, you know, they want to, you know, place it like, oh, you know, ICE agents out of control, you know, all that shit. That's the bad thing, is they always get a bad rep. Because why? Because fucking news, the media does it every time. They want to criminalize the fucking, you know, the good people, and then, you know, support the actual criminals. That's just completely, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. These people are completely. How the hell did something, in my opinion, how the hell did that creep in anybody's mind? This woke ideology bullshit. How did it get so bad in these people's head that they literally think that, you know, I don't understand it, because I guess because I don't think that way, you know. See what he said. This bitch is nut. Right, yeah. Well, 98% of Somalians are fucking crooks, and they're involved in being charged, lady. Do you listen at her? She's a nut. She said, "Do you believe Muslims are demons?"
Well, I just think it's really important, as you all do the job that you need to do, to also root out hate and divisive language.
Really? They pushed out hate because they're Republicans? Look how ugly that motherfucker is. Throw that fish back.
Sometimes you're just listening to that and you feel othered. You feel like you're less than that. Maybe
That's
this
not a
things that
keeper.
are being said
Throw
are
it
true.
back.
And so, you know, Mr. Chair, I have to submit for the record. I know this is not your only source. I heard you. But, you know, unnamed source in the viral Minnesota Somali fraud video is a right-wing lobbyist who called Muslim demons. But why this is more disturbing, and I don't know if any of you shared it, but I want you to know that who shared it.
They need to get rid of her
and
too.
all the falsehoods that my colleagues have already highlighted in a very, very shameful way.
They need to
that
get
this
rid of
video
her
has been
too.
shared widely and proudly by Attorney General Pam Bondi, by FBI Director Kash Patel, by Vice President J.D. Vance, who actually called the video, quote, far more useful journalism than any of our winners of the 2024 Pulitzer Prizes.
You are useless. Your media is useless.
Career, right? But on a lot of Islamophobia and dehumanization.
So
that I
what?
just feel as
Everybody
public
should be
servants, as you root out
Islamophobic,
fraud, and you
in
have
my
to,
opinion.
that you don't make it out that it's about the Somali community. It's about maybe
Look
not
what they're
having checks and
doing.
balances, and maybe again wanting to do that. But
Nobody
urge you
wants
all,
that
because this is
shit
the same
in
person
America,
that also
lady,
talked about a
except
community I
you
represent in the
few
city of Dearborn.
people.
And again, there are children watching, and I say this, that racist rhetoric.
Oh,
no
here we
matter
go.
faith or
Here we
ethnicity
go. The
against any
racist
of our
rhetoric.
neighbors, is not going to prevent.
This is their number one
Doing this will
go-to.
not prevent fraud. We
See?
already saw like Trump
Oh, you're
administration using this
racist. You're
story to
white
pretext of
supremacy
sending
because
2,000
you
federal
know you
agents
don't
to
like
target
what
and
we're
harass Muslims.
doing. We're stealing your money,
I mean, do you
so
think
you're
with that
mad
same
at
truth
us.
and
Gosh,
I
she's
don't
ugly.
think ICE agents are troops, and ICE agents should be able to do their job anywhere.
Exactly.
In America.
federal
Look what
agents,
just
so, like,
happened.
I meant federal agents.
They can't even do
Do you
their
believe federal
fucking
agents should
job
come in
without somebody trying to
and
kill them.
2,000 federal agents should come into your state?
If
I
there's
think
fraud,
ICE
you
agents should
damn
be
right.
doing their job anywhere in
If there's
America. It's their
illegals, you
jurisdiction.
damn right. Send them in and get them
That's
out.
the response of the president. So
You damn, I don't
if
care
there
what
are
state it
criminals
is.
who need to be
If
deported,
there's
they
illegals
should be
there
deported.
bad enough
that's
for
not what's
to
gonna
send
happen.
2,000 of them,
I
you
absolutely
damn right.
welcome
Send them in.
immigration enforcement in the state.
Yeah,
of
but
We
do
agree
you
on
think it's
certain.
really immigration
Like we have
enforcement, or
common
is it
sense,
racially
lady.
profiled?
You
We're gonna
don't.
just stop people
You
that
think
look
it's all
Somali or look
racist when
Muslim
if
or ethnic and
officers are
just
doing their
harass. And I'm
job.
telling you, as somebody that for the first time ever, my mother in 50 years being here, and the
she's
sweetest
a
woman, she'd
fucking
feed
nut.
anybody. She doesn't care if you're Republican, Democrat. She would make sure you're not hungry. and fed. And
They keep
she's carrying
knocking
a
me off.
passport
They
for the
won't let me
first
run it.
time in her life.
My mama don't care
Because
if
she
you're
knows
white
because
or
she wears a
black or
hijab,
what.
she might be stopped by ICE agent.
So
Is that the kind of militarization? I know you won't get stopped,
it ain't militarization.
but somebody like my
It's
mother
ICE.
and somebody like your Somali
Now
American
you
neighbors in
support it
Minnesota
when
will be
Biden
stopped
did it. Obama
in
did
a
it.
way that is dehumanizing. They do it in front of kids. They don't care.
They don't
And I'm saying this
care.
to you and asking all of you.
Maybe we
do
shouldn't
your
care.
job, but
Maybe we
don't
should be the country of
allow
fuck
your
around, find out.
job and what you're doing
Maybe
to
that's
be
the
utilized
administration.
as a racist trope.
Maybe
all
we
some
should
other-
just stop all your fucking people, man. Maybe we should stop all of you. It is dangerous for you illegals. She said it's incredibly dangerous. I can't keep showing it, man. Because they want to hit me. Man, I don't want to snipe somebody's video. I don't like doing that. Man, old Nick Shirley, boy, he's been all over the place. Let me tell you, he just did the Sean Ryan show podcast. He's been on every podcast. I think this kid's career is fucking blooming. I mean, it is just, this kid's making a ton of money. And the people are like, well, he had one viral video. No, this guy, Nick Shirley's already had millions of, he's got over 1 million followers on YouTube. He's got videos that's got well over millions of views, not due to this one. He's went in places where other people will not go. He's went in some of the most dangerous prisons in other countries. He's went behind the trenches, behind enemy lines. He tries to find the story. He wants to ask questions. He's put his life in a lot of dangers. He's already had a big following. I think it's good for this kid. He's got a good career if he stays safe. You know what I mean? If they don't try to do anything to the kid, I think he'll have a decent career, especially in media. And that's why he said, I don't want to go to work for no mainstream media. Well, you lose all credibility when you do that shit. He's like, I want to stay independent because I can say what I want. I can do what I want. Well, you can to a point, obviously, because eventually YouTube, the owners of YouTube and Rumble and those places, it just depends on how much pressure they get to be cracking down on people like him and me and all these other people. I don't have a big following like he does. I mean, that would be beautiful. I would love to have over 1 million followers on every platform. I would like for all my videos to hit 500K or more views. Some people are saying, well, then you just want to do it for money. Well, I want to be rewarded for what I do. I'm not trying to put in all this fucking time for free. I'm not buying $3,000 laptops and equipment and shit for free. You understand what I mean? I'd like to get back somewhat of a return of what I've invested. I know I won't never get back what I've invested because I've invested a lot over the years with like my GoPros and all this equipment I've got and everything and all that shit. But a little bit of return helps. You understand? It helps to go back into the channel, make up some of the, the losses that we have. And a lot of people don't understand that when you're a video creator, YouTube creator, whatever. I'm not an influencer. I'm not trying to influence you to go out here and do anything. I'm doing this, I hope you learn and get something out of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. But I'm not doing it for selfish reasons. I'm doing it because I enjoy this. I enjoy entertaining. I enjoy bringing, news and politics. I enjoy, doing all this stuff that I do. But yes, we do. I'm not a grifter. I know there's some people that do get on YouTube and they are grifters. They just want to do it for money. They want their chats to complete, always pay. They'll start a live stream and say, okay, if I don't reach this goal in 20 minutes, I'm turning the live off. I don't do that shit. I'm not a grifter. That's a grifter. That's somebody demanding money for you to see them. And I get it. It's time and effort they put into it. They're taking the time out but don't sit and say, hey, I do this full time, but I'm going to demand you to pay me. That's a grifter. I'm not a grifter. If I get donos, if somebody wants to support the channel, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine, But like I said, we do invest a lot of our money into this stuff. We do, it comes out of our own pockets. We have to pay internet costs. Like I said, new laptop. We have to buy equipment. We have to keep things rolling, the lights on, all that shit. So a lot of people don't understand when certain channels get on here, like me. I'm not demanding anything. I'm just saying, if you want to keep supporting the channel and keep it going, basically, just subscribe. That's one of the biggest supports is subscribing and liking the video, sharing it out, getting our, message out to other people. To me, I think that's one of the biggest supports you can do is actually watch and subscribe to the channel and watch the channel that you are subscribed to. Or if you become a member, support them that way. It's like, well, mine was only like $4.99 a month. That's less than your coffees you're spending a week. It's like $60 a year, And here's my argument. Most people, not everybody, most people go out and buy coffees from these places. They're spending $60 a day or a week or more on coffee. I mean, what's $60 a year? If you can afford it. Okay, they're having an update here on this. Let's see. This is the goofiest motherfucker I've ever seen, man. This dude's a joke.
We're prepared to do right for people.
This guy's the joke.
Among them is our chief of police.
This guy's a joke. The mayor or whatever, he's a joke.
My name is Brian O'Hara, BRIANO''HARA. I am the Minneapolis police chief.
Yep.
This morning, Minneapolis police officers received a report of federal law enforcement being involved in a deadly force incident, meaning shots had been fired. Minneapolis police officers responded to the scene. We arrived and found a woman with a gunshot wound to the head.
Damn.
Life-saving measures were performed
the
at
head.
scene, including CPR. The woman was
Whoo-wee.
transported to Hennepin County Medical Center, where she has since been pronounced deceased.
Well, these
The
police officers are
preliminary
trained to
information
do
that we
this,
have indicates
They're
that
not
this
trained
woman
to
was
just,
in her vehicle,
give you a talking to.
and was blocking the roadway on Portland Avenue.
A lot of people
midway
don't
between
understand that.
33rd Street and 34th Street in the city. At some point,
They're trained
a
to
federal
shoot,
law enforcement officer
kill.
approached her on foot, and the vehicle began to drive off. At least 2
Drive
shots
off.
were fired.
You hear that?
The vehicle then crashed on the side of the
You
road.
know who he's for, right?
Minneapolis police officers.
Oh, that she was
secured
going to
the crime
drive
scene,
off. She didn't try to
and
run over him,
assisted
did she?
in trying to preserve the evidence that
These
is there.
people are idiots.
We have since turned over the scene both to the Federal Bureau.
This
of
is why they
Investigation
have fraud
as
and
well as
shit in their state, guys.
the Minnesota Bureau.
This is why they have fraud and shit in their state, because the police chief, the mayor, all these people are Democratic. They're all fucking Democrats. They all will go and blame the ICE agents. They're going to blame Trump for every bit of this.
Of criminal apprehension, which will be conducting an investigation into this use of deadly force.
Use of deadly force, yeah.
I
Well,
want to thank.
you're an
the
officer. You
mayor,
should know when a
city
car
council
was.
president,
She wasn't just
other
trying
members
to
of the city
leave.
council, state legislators.
It
that
didn't
were
look
on
like
the
it from
scene.
where she crashed. It
This
looked like
has
she was
been,
trying to run over.
A very difficult time for everyone in the city, and this is obvious.
I think they all know, like, their fucking, their town is crumbling. All their bullshit is starting to crumble, and the cards are falling. The domino effect is taken, and I think they're all scared that they're going to be caught in the domino effect, because that's what they do. When one's corrupt, most of them, I'm not saying all of them, but most of the higher up people, they know what's going on. They know there's corruption and fraud, and they allow it to happen. They know there's illegals there. They want them there.
That a full and transparent investigation can take place.
Yeah, I doubt that.
That being said, I just echo the mayor's comments.
I just echo the mayor's comments.
That the community
I like
continue
dudes.
to call for peace. We understand people are going to
Listen
be
at
upset
him.
about what happened,
Sick
and people are
fucks.
going to want to exercise their First Amendment
I
rights.
sound like I'm about to
But
go
please
to
do so
a lounge, a
safely
Tupperware party
and
after
lawfully
this.
to ensure that we do not have any further tragedy in this city or destruction. Thank you.
He's probably half Somalian himself. Look at these people back here.
Thank you, council
Look at the ghetto. Look at the gangsters.
I'll open it to questions.
Look at the gangsters behind the lady doing the hand.
I don't have that information. No. The question was, is there an identity of the ICE officer that fired?
This dude's a joke, man. This mayor's a joke. He's the one that was trying to dance, and he fucking prefers the Somalians, trying to speak in Somalia. He's corrupt. I'd check his background too. I'd check all his paperwork and make sure he's not got, you know, millions of dollars from these
So
fucking
the question
people.
was, there's information out there that people tried to help the woman that was shot, and ICE officers that
Well, yeah,
pointed guns at
protesters
them,
that were
and
for
told them to
that
leave. I do
trying
not
to
have
go
that
against the
information. I
officers, man.
myself saw a video of the shots being fired as the car was driving away.
The car
what
was
I can tell
driving
you is
away.
the narrative that this was just done in self-defense is a garbage narrative.
See,
That
told
is
you.
not true.
Told you.
It has no truth. And
Told you.
it needs to be stated very clearly since we have already seen a video of it. I do not know as to what you're talking about.
It's not true. She didn't try to run him over. She was driving
not
away
appear to
like
be the
a
case
hat.
at all.
Why was she there to start with, following them? Why was she following the ICE agents, asshole? See, they're going to try to debunk this as much as they can because they hate Trump so fucking bad. It's disgusting. This is why law enforcement, there's bad parts of law enforcement that people don't trust. This is exactly the example why they don't trust law enforcement. Because they can't tell the truth.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
This white asshole here doesn't realize when these Somalians completely take over more than what they think in Minnesota, he thinks that he's going to be just right there with them. Buddy, you're not Muslim. You're an infidel to these people. They hate us. You will be on your knees. You get what you pay for. Just like, excuse me, just like New York. Now they're hearing the fucking, the Sharia prayer or whatever that is, the Muslim prayer, all fucking 5 times a day in New York.
Calls. And we do everything that we can.
It's a sight
to ensure that they are
Now you
appropriately
get what you pay for,
prioritized,
man.
with the priority being placed upon the protection of life and safety of everyone in the community.
Can you tell us any more about the woman who was fatally shot? Was she
It's
there
a
as
sight.
legal
It's a sight.
protester, a bystander? What do you know that you can share?
So the question was, what can I share about the deceased? There is nothing to indicate.
She
that
shouldn't
this
have done what
woman,
she done. That's
was
what you
the
can
target
share.
Of any
That's
law
what you can tell
enforcement
them. She shouldn't have
investigation
been
or
doing that.
activity. This woman was in her car, and it appears.
Oh,
blocking
bullshit.
the
Yeah, she
street,
was in her car, all right. It
because
appears
of
she
the
was trying to run
presence
him
of
over.
Federal law enforcement, which is obviously something that has been happening, not just in Minneapolis.
Whatever, dude. You're a dipshit. You're a dipshit. Yeah, of course. A middle-aged white woman. Who would know? Who would have known? A middle-aged white woman. A fucking liberal. A white liberal. This is the exact fucking people that is the downfall of America, is the white fucking liberal women. It was a white liberal woman, middle-aged, probably in her 50s, knowing what she was doing, knowing she was going to fucking try to deflect ICE, and warn everybody. That's what they done said that. Protesters was out everywhere blocking the roads. And now you want to say, oh, she wasn't trying to run him over. She was just trying to leave. Well, that cop, why was she wrecked at a certain angle then if she wasn't trying to run him over and shit? Why was she? I think a cop knows, especially an ICE agent, they know well enough if someone's trying to run them over or if somebody's trying to leave. Now, that's common sense. So, this mayor, okay, to George Floyd there, and the mayor was hated. Really? Huh. She wasn't trying to run him over, but was a stupid move. Huh. Well, she did something. They're fighting now, or they're trying to fight now. There's the protesters are backlashing right now, fighting. Damn. Yeah. They're pushing the protesters are pushing this white man. Now they're fucking hitting him. My Lord. These people are nuts, man. It is breaking off, dude. There's chaos going on big time. I just can't find it down here on any other channel. It's not showing it. They're trying to beat this white man. Listen, let's see if we can hear it.
I know that I got there.
Oh no, that's the interview. Shut up, cop. Damn. Yeah, these leftists are whooping on this white dude. They're beating the shit out of him. Let's see if we can see it. Do you see that? Do you see that? They're beating the shit out of that guy. Yeah. They're beating the shit out of him. Get out of the camera view. They were whooping the hell out of it. That's the crazy left, guys. That's who you're dealing with. The crazy left. No way I'm going to stand there and let them hit me. No fucking way. No way I'm going to let them hit me. There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no way. No way. I would beat somebody. I can't say it on here. There's no way I'm going to stand there and take that shit. You understand? There's no fucking way I would stand there and take that from any of those people. There's no way. That's crazy. Stand there and just walk back and let them people beat you up. No, 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 no. It'll be a video soon. I'm sure they'll have a video on it soon enough. Let's see if I can fix my camera here now. That's crazy. That's what you do when you get put in front of a bunch of Looney Tunes, though. They get violent. You see exactly what the left is right there. They get violent. They're violent. They're violent fucking people. And of course, who makes them violent? Who encourages them to be violent? The fucking mayor and the police chief saying, oh, she was just trying to drive off and all this shit. Well, that may be, but here's the thing. She shouldn't have been there to start with. She shouldn't have been there fucking with ICE agents. Now, I know a lot of people, and I get it. I'm about free speech. You know, you go where you want. You're, public, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I live by that, the Constitution. I understand it. I keep a copy right here with me. I get that. But when you impede law enforcement or ICE agents trying to deflect, you know what I mean, and help illegals out, there's consequences, man. It's just life. Yeah, we have free speech, but there's also consequences to sometimes free speech, to what you say. You're just now figuring it out, huh? No. Yeah, I know, dude. Our government, it's slowly being infiltrated by foreign. Yeah. It's sad because these fucking people don't care. And these Democrats and these liberals are fucking they inviting them in. Like, they don't care that they're their own. This shows you they don't care about America. I truly believe that. I believe that they hate America so bad and they hate Trump. It's not just about Trump. I believe they hate America so bad, or they just want it to be all. They believe in their fucking mind, like, because they live, to me, I think they live in a cloud, they don't live in reality. And I truly believe this. I believe that they believe that we're all going to sit around a tree, hold hands, and sing Kumbaya. That's not what these people, these illegals having, these foreigners and all this shit. That's not what they got in their minds. They can't stand they can't stand us, period. They hate the LGBT community, even though they say, they vote for the left. but they fucking don't want they don't want those LGBTs in their schools. They don't want them around them. They hate that. They hate all of us. We're infidels to them. They can't stand, our religion. They can't stand anything we do. But they know the leftists are stupid. They'll let them in and they'll vote them in. And it's a shame because the left think that I think they truly believe that we're just going to all live happy together. How can you live happy together when you got $9 to $18 billion stolen from the fucking American people? Because you want to send your money home to a terrorist organization? Bullshit. These people are truly demented, man. And our government, I'm telling you, who is going to stop this if it ain't Trump? If it ain't a conservative administration? Democrats ain't. I swear, if they was to win, if they ever get back in as the president, a Democrat, this country is fucking screwed. I really believe it. If Kamala and Tim would have got in, we would still have open borders. We'd still have DEI. We'd still have the gender affirming care. They would be fucking with all these kids. You think they would have done that to Venezuela? Do you think they'd arrested him? Joe Biden didn't. He put a $25 million. He raised the bounty on his head up to $25 million, but he didn't go arrest him. He didn't do none of that. They would have probably paid them. They probably would have sent billions of dollars to Venezuela. That's how dumb Biden administration was. And I'm telling you right now, if another Democrat leader gets in as president, this country, I believe we're done. And the midterms coming up, guys, just like Trump said yesterday, or was it yesterday or day before? If they get in, if they win the midterms, they're going to spend the next 2 years impeaching him, or 3 years. They're going to impeach him. They're going to impeach him. They hate him so bad. It's disgusting. Like they literally, why? Who knows? I think it's because he can't be bought. He doesn't agree with he doesn't give in to them. He doesn't just bow down to them. I think that's one of the biggest issues. Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer, he even said it. Him and Chuck Schumer had been friends. They knew each other for 60 years. I think that's what pissed them off so bad and made them all go against, because Nancy Pelosi, they always said she was the leader of the Democrat Party. Basically, she was the House Speaker. She was this big figure. Well, what does these big figures do when people don't bow to them, or give in and submit to them? Well, they fucking hate them. They try to tear them down because they know that nobody is giving that Trump's not giving in to them. Trump's saying, fuck you. You know what I mean? I'm not bowing to you. I'm not going to listen to what you got to say. I'm not going to do what you say. What's good for what you think's good for the fucking, people and the government. I think that's truly why they hate him. It's because they put themselves as such high priority leaders and priority because the money and the corruption they have and the power that they have, because they did. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck, they got power, but not like, president now. But what I'm saying is they've always had that power over the Democrat Party, and they believe they have that power over everybody. So when somebody like Trump came in and said, hey, fuck you, I ain't bound to you. I'm not listening to you. Kiss my ass. They literally turned their whole campaign into taking Trump down, arresting him, all this shit. Trying to just completely get rid of him. Because why? Because he didn't submit to them. He didn't take their advice. He didn't do what they wanted him to do. And he said, I'll do what I want. So I believe that's the truth. I believe that's really why they hate him, because he used to all be friends with them. So I believe they think they had more power than him. He was just this rich celebrity, whatever. And then they were these, government officials and leaders. And when he came in and won the president, they thought that big high style, power, money, power, and all that was going to keep them in charge of him. And he said, wait a minute, I'm over you. You know what I mean? I'm way over you. You don't have power over me. I have power over you now. And that really pissed them off. And I think that's why they've ran this whole campaign for the last 11 years or whatever it's been, to fucking get rid of Trump. And they have completely turned half the country on him. Because why? Because they can't control him. Because he does shit that they will never do and they would never do. He actually is a president. He actually runs this country as what a president should do. And everyone's shocked. Why is Trump doing this? Why is Trump doing it? Well, the reason why you're shocked is because Biden wasn't really a president, and Obama, all them, they didn't do anything that a president. What Trump's doing is what a president's supposed to be doing. Even with the tariffs, they're like, well, tariffs are not always good and all that. No, but at least someone stood up and said, we're tired of being fucking ripped off. We're going to have tariffs because we're not going to let all these other countries keep charging, 200%, 300%, 500%. And then we only charge them 5% or 10%. Who's getting ripped off? You know what I mean? Like, that's bullshit. Why make everybody else wealthy and then fuck the American people? We're poor. I tell you why they're mad is because the more that we paid in percentage, the more money went out of this country, the more they could embezzle, the more they could get to come back to them for their campaigns. And now that it's on, an even kill, they can't just run their little schemes and all their bullshit. And just like Minnesota fraud being uncovered, now, people are starting to see like Doge did. Doge fucking blew the lid off of so much shit, so many millions of dollars going out of this country for stupid shit. So I think I'm going to do a stream later on tonight, guys. So make sure you come back around 7 o'clock or so. I'm going to jump off here and I'm going to eat and I'm going to finish my day up. So subscribe to the channel, share it out, stay in your lane or crash the damn thing.